Corewell Health's vision for their campus on North Monroe took a hit today when the Grand Rapids City Planning Commission tabled approval to build more surface parking nearby.
News 8's Duncan McLean attended the meeting and has details on the proposal and feedback from the community that carried some weight with the commission. Duncan.
Brian, Amber, Corewell Health is hoping to pull off a bit of a parking shuffle over the next few years at its Corewell Health Place campus and campaigned to the Planning Commission today to get that process started. But the commission and members of the community weren't sure it was so necessary to start right now. It begins with the proposed development of a new residential tower on Ottawa Avenue, where Corewell currently has a surface parking lot, and the potential loss of parking once that tower is built. But Corewell hasn't quite finalized plans for that development.
The resident and fellow housing building, it's still working through design, and so it has a little bit longer runway for us.
Meantime, they're asking for special land use permission to bulldoze a few empty buildings on land they already own across the street from the proposed residential tower and adjacent to their Corewell Health Place campus to build a 39-spot surface parking lot to offset the potential loss of parking spaces if they build the residential tower.
We do spill over into the 166 spaces where the resident housing project is going to go. I can't speak to the frequency. We just, as of first week of January, had our parking controls installed. So
the committee wasn't sold.
If it was going to be allowed, I don't know why it would be allowed before the residential housing existed.
We've been talking about 39 parking spaces for an hour, and the only thing that I'm sure of is that they requested 39 parking spaces, but we're not sure if they need it. We're not sure of if there's a different, mode of transportation plan. We're not sure of anything. I almost forgot my last name.
Then there was the community feedback, focused on their favorite things to do in the neighborhood and the overall plan for the area.
And I realized that all of these things are in locations that were parking lots. So I would invite our planning to see as maybe we skip the parking lot phase and go right to the community building things, the event things, the liveliness and placemaking.
I look at this map of space in this neighborhood dedicated solely to parking, not mixed-use parking, and is that what we're building?
The representative of Corewell at the meeting today said that they are definitely planning on building that residential tower, but they're still working through the internal design and development process, and it still hasn't even been approved by their Board of Governance just yet. It's also important to note that they have more than 900 parking spaces already in that neighborhood, and they said they can't recall the last time they filled them all. Amber?